So Chris Hemsworth has been pretty outspoken, actually, about Thor, Love and Thunder, before in the past. Essentially saying that, hey, look, I'm not massively keen on coming back. We're reading between the lines, of course. But he never seemed massively keen on coming back. Not really. He has said that he will, but it's very much a case of you need to do something new. And previously, much previously, he said that it was basically time to kill off the character by saying, yeah, for sure. I feel like we'd probably have to close the book if I ever did it again. As in, if I come back, you need to kill me off. You know what I mean? I feel like it probably warrants that. I feel like it'd probably be the finale, but that's not based on anything anyone's told me or any sort of plans, aka I cannot be bothered. You have this birth of a hero, the journey of a hero, then the death of a hero, and I don't know. Am I at that stage? Who knows? But it seems like he's really not that impressed with Thor, Love and Thunder overall. He sort of did some... He did a series where he basically learned that he had a genetic predisposition for... I think it was Alzheimer's, if I remember rightly. And since then, he has been outspoken about being very careful about the things he chooses because he wants to keep his mental faculties good to go. Now, he's come out once again talking about Thor, Love and Thunder, and it's absolutely golden. Now, this chap obviously has kids, and his kids' friends have been very critical of his work, as they would do. Can you imagine that, being absolutely ripped apart, that, his kids and his kids' friends just tearing your movie apart? I mean, god damn. And he literally says, yeah, it became too silly. Which, yeah, I mean, he knows it, we know it, we all know it, and that's why it bombed, and it really did bomb. It was not good, was not well received either. I mean, it's 63% on Rotten Tomatoes, the VFX were utterly atrocious, and, I'm sure he loved working with Taika Waititi. I think he's even gone so far as to say something to that effect, but I don't think he's going to be quick to work with him again, because he's well aware that it doesn't make him look good. It doesn't make him look good at all. And, this is a chap that's going to be coming out with Extraction 2 soon, and that film's going to absolutely blow everyone away. Hands down, it's going to blow everyone away. The first one, watch it again. If you haven't seen it for a while, it absolutely holds up. It's such a good film. The tracking shots are impeccable. It just works. Like, on every single level, that movie works. It's a beautifully done film. So, when you have elements like that, sort of movie offers like that, where you can really not necessarily be, an action hero, although I guess he is, it's kind of coming back to that element. It's very rare that we get these sort of action movies and that sort of action hero-esque vibe from actors and movies anymore. But, when you have that, and that's the kind of thing that he's putting out, why would you come back to Thor? Unless, of course, they're paying, millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. So, yeah, he came out and said this, which I just absolutely gold. So it was an interview with GQ. Chris Hemsworth reveals that some of his kids' friends watched the movie and gave him their feedback. And it wasn't too good. It's a bunch of 8-year-olds critiquing my film. We thought this one had too much humour. The action was cool, but the VFX weren't as good. I cringe and laugh equally at it. Yeah. Don't we? Well, not many people. Well, people are laughing at it. This is the thing. Like, he's choosing his words quite carefully. I cringe and laugh at it. I think we just had too much fun. It just became too silly. And this is what he says. It's always hard being in the centre of it and having any real perspective. I love the process. It's always a ride. But you just don't know how people are going to respond. And then, he doesn't seem very keen on coming back. Once again, he seems to be done with this character. So he says, he's waiting to see what Marvel has to offer creatively. Very careful with his words. He's not a dumbass. And if there is something new. So he sounds like he's absolutely unequivocally done with this character. And also, where do you go with it now? You know, they set him up as some sort of parent archetype at the end of the film. I mean, what'd you do? Where'd you go with that? You know, where'd you go with that and, you know, develop it further? He's just going to be some, I don't know, weird parent figure now. It's just ridiculous. The character's done. I mean, I'm sure they'll try and bring him back in some shape or form. But they absolutely destroyed the character. Massively. Massively, massively, massively. And again, you know, that's why it has that 63% on Rotten Tomatoes. People hated that film. I mean, I remember watching that film in the theatre, and I damn near almost fell asleep. It was so bad. You know, and his comments are always too silly. Yeah, absolutely it was. Absolutely. I cringe and laugh equally at it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're laughing at it as well. Not with it. Most people were laughing at it. Yeah, at the film. As in, this is crap. What on earth is going on here? But at least he's not an idiot. At least he's well aware. And can you imagine being torn apart by your kids and your kids' friends? I mean, you're never going to live that. Well, obviously he'll live it down because he's got millions of dollars and you sort of shrug it off and, you know, taking it in his stride. But, I mean, God, it's not what you want. You don't want to be a laughingstock to your kids' friends because you don't want your kids to get the rap either. But I do like his sort of candid nature on it all. And like I said at the start, you know, he's been outspoken about this before. Why would you come back? Like, honestly, why would you come back? I don't see why there's nowhere for the character to go. And even he sees that. It's like, well, yeah, if you kill me, that's realistically the only way you're going to... Well, the only way you're going to take this character anywhere is to kill him off. But yeah, becoming too silly, absolutely unequivocally. And why would you come back for this when you can make those films that are actually going to give you a better name out there in the industry, like Extraction? I think that film really does put him on the map as an action star. He is exceptionally good in that film. I cannot stress that enough. Go and watch that film again. It's a beautifully made film. From a cinematography perspective, I think the only films now which hold a candle to it with its technicality element, you know, the technical work, are the John Wick films. Because no other films are doing what they do. You know, Extraction and John Wick. No other films hold a candle to those. So anyway, let me know what you think of this down below. Do like it when these actors come out, because I mean, he's clearly just done anyway. So, but it is comical nonetheless. And yes, Chris, it did become too silly, and we all hated it.